It is 9 on the dot, and we are here live. My name is Coach Gabe, and I have the blessing and the opportunity to be one of the leaders of Team JourneyMakers, where the joy is in the journey. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. We made a minor switch back to the 9 a.m.s just because we want to get in, we want to get out, we want to bring value for you to take with you today, tomorrow, and hopefully for the rest of your life. So if you're here with us live, why don't you go ahead and drop in the chat something that you're grateful for right now in this moment. I am dropping in the chat that I am grateful myself for the opportunity to teach and at the same time continue to learn. So that's what I'm grateful for right now. God's word, amen, never fails and never changes. The mother of my children, amazing, Brother Luke. Thank you for sharing that. One thing I heard, and it's a very powerful quote, it says, you're never too young to teach, and you're never too old to learn. So every day we should be teaching and learning. Grateful for the opportunity and the learning on this call and learn new things on this call. Absolutely. Thank you, Brother Remy, live to us from North Carolina. Thanks for joining us. And so I just want to recap first that this call is called Production of Leaders. Wherever you are and whatever you do in life, your ability to first lead yourself will then transcend into leading your family, your wife, your children, your business partners, your community during the entire course of your life. So I named this call Production of Leaders. And the title of today's call is, Can You See the Horizon? The title of today's call is, Can You See the Horizon? Oftentimes, yes, we want to stay in the now and we want to see the waves that are at our feet in front of us, but we also want to see what is on the horizon. What is it that we're looking towards? And that's why I decided to name this call, Can You See the Horizon? Can you see where is it that you are heading? And we're going to speak about two things today. We're going to break it down into three areas, but we're going to really speak about priorities and goals. And you might say, oh, I've heard about goals and everybody talks about goals. Well, no, we're going to speak about three things. And the first is decisions. The second is going to be priorities. And the third is going to be goals, in that order, okay? And most of us that are on this call are a part of Enagic. And the reason why we do these Saturday calls is because Enagic is a leadership-driven opportunity. A leadership-driven opportunity. And we want to lead through duplication, right? Keeping it simple and teaching others to do what we do. If you're taking notes, you want to write this down and write it down every day, every week. The goal of following is to become a leader. The goal of following is to become a leader. Leaders do not think like followers, and every leader was once a follower. So the goal of following is to become a leader. And guess what? Every great leader is a great follower. But not every follower is a great leader. So if you want to learn how to lead, you first have to learn how to follow. And what we teach as a basis, a foundation of these Saturday calls is broken down into 4 pillars. The first, lead me. 4 pillars. And then we're going to dive into the 3 points. These calls go through a coaching course that I developed with a Navy SEAL business partner of mine named Laz Kaur. Breaks it down into many modules, but it's 4 pillars. Lead myself, or lead me. Establish a clear vision, a mission, and then lead others. I cannot lead others until I lead myself, managing myself. I establish a vision, I develop a mission and mission management, And then I can lead my platoon. I can lead my family. I can lead my team. I can lead my spouse. I can lead my friends. I can lead my organization. I can lead my community. I can lead my temple, my church, my whatever it is that you're a part of. Okay. So that is the 4 pillars that we focus on. The first point we're going to cover here today is called conscious decisions. How do my decisions affect my priorities and my goals? Because we all have decisions that we make in the subconscious mind, and we have decisions that we make in the conscious mind. Today is Friday night. It's 8 p.m. I'm going to go out to a bar and get drunk. That's a conscious decision, okay? And then there's subconscious decisions that we make, and we are not even aware that we are making them. And you might say, okay, great. How is that relevant? Well, every decision that you have made has led you to this moment. The good, the bad, and the ugly decisions have led us to where we are at right now in our lives. Okay? And so if you're taking notes, you can write this down. Make the decision, live with the result. Make the decision, live with the result. Every decision matters. I make the decision and I live with the result. Why? Because the result came after I made the decision to do this. Now I'm going to live with the result. Now, if you're happy or not, that's a different subject. That's a different area. But you make the decision and you live with the result. Every decision matters. Okay, so what happened? Every decision brought me to this moment and it produced a result, right? My decisions will build my future. Am I getting closer to the future that I want or not? What do you desire? Do you know what you desire? Or are we just, sitting out in the side of the street, letting the wind come and blow us throughout life? Oftentimes when you speak to somebody and they are unhappy with where they're at in their business, where they're at in their life, where they're at in their marriage, where they're at in whatever it is that they're doing currently, and they're like, I'm not satisfied, we can point to priorities, decisions, and goals in order. Decisions, priorities, and then goals. What's up, Brother Mehdi? Welcome, my man. Glad to have you here. And so we're going to go down a little further and say the only way that you can correct or redirect the course of your life is to clearly identify what are your priorities and what are your goals. And then when you establish that, you have a washer and a dryer in your house, you rinse and you repeat. You lead yourself, you lead by example, you lead others through your contribution and your service, but you have to start with yourself. Okay, and we started from scratch on May 1st, speaking about leading ourselves. Then we went into self-management. Okay, now we're going into vision. We're stepping into the second pillar, which is vision. All right, and now we're going to break down what is a priority. What is the definition of the word priority? Well, priority is a precedence. It's established by the order of importance or urgency. Okay, and a priority has everything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. A priority has to do with you. What is a priority for you? Oh, my son is my priority. No, your priority needs to be yourself first, so you can lead yourself, so you can heal yourself, and then you can lead your son. Okay? So let me give you an example. I'll see Mr. Boyd, and I'll say, Mr. Boyd, I'll make you a multi-millionaire, many millions, 60, 70 millions, but you can't ever wear the color black. Would you say yes? Okay. Would you say maybe, or would you say no? I'm going to make you a multi-millionaire, but you can never wear the color black?
Well, I never was a big fan of black. I like to spread light.
Okay.
You can't get rid of darkness with
Without the
darkness.
light.
So, yeah, I'll go for the money.
Okay. How about this? So then black is not really a priority for him. He doesn't really care about black. Now I'll grab Diana and I'll say, Diana, I'll make you a billionaire, but you can never wear makeup again. You'll say yes? Okay. So makeup is not really a priority for her. Now I'll grab Luke and I'll say, Luke, I know the money doesn't matter, but I'll make you a billionaire today, but you have to give me one of your kidneys. Would you do it? No. His health is a priority. What about if I said, Mehdi, give me your pinky, your left pinky, and I'll make you a billionaire? Would you do it? Since I got 9 other fingers, I might as well, right? So the reason why I'm explaining it like this is because we weigh out what is important to us and what is not. And that's how you develop your priorities. You have to establish, this is a priority for me. A priority for me is to be financially stable and solid so that I can travel and have free time. Okay? So you need to establish what are the priorities and understand that a priority is something that you are not willing to give up or negotiate. Hey, Gabe, I'll give you $60,000 a month, but you have to work 83 hours a week. You could keep your money. I'd rather have my time. Okay, so when we're leading people, when we're training other people, that's the purpose of this call. We have to be able to know, what are my priorities and am I honoring them or not right now with my life? Okay, what is something that you would not sacrifice? Drop it in the chat. What is something that you would not sacrifice? You're like, I would never sacrifice this. Drop it in the chat. My health is a priority. Well, you guys drop them in the chat. My business is a priority. Why? Because if I take care of my business, I can take care of my family. My family is then a priority. What are your priorities? And are you honoring them or not with your life? And you might say, I have no idea. Okay, spend some time alone in thought and say, what do you want? What do you want in your life? My faith, my integrity, my word. Deanna said, my faith is something I won't sacrifice. Martin said, my integrity, I won't sacrifice it. My word. Those are fantastic answers. Leaders have all of those qualities, right? A leader with no integrity cannot lead a team. A leader with no word cannot lead a team. And so as a leader, we first have to establish, what are my priorities and are my decisions in alignment with my priorities? Are my decisions aligning with that or not? My afterlife, I won't sacrifice it. So the next point we're going to touch on is a common word that is never broken down. And I had a conversation with a Navy SEAL. Okay, if you guys know what Navy SEALs are, Navy SEALs go through the toughest training in the world. And I had the opportunity to partner with a guy that I met, and then we did business together, to speak about how to break down a goal. Because we say, oh no, write down your goals, look at them, and all of that is great. Yes, write it down, look at it. But no matter where you are in life, you should always have a goal in front of you. Whether that is spiritually, whether that is financially, whether that is emotionally, whether that is physically, right? What is your goal or goals right now? All right, and I'm going to give you the definition of the word goal. All right, so we spoke about decisions, we spoke about priorities, now we're going to speak about goals, which is a common topic that's never broken down the way I'm going to break it down right now on this dry erase board. A goal is a measurable milestone established to indicate the success of a plan. That's a mouthful. I'm gonna restate it. A goal is a measurable milestone or milestones with an S that is established to indicate the success of a plan. All right? Measurable, milestone, indicates the success of a plan. Did you make it? Why or why not? Did I reach my goal? All right? If you're taking notes, you can write this down. Goals are not just goals. Goals are not just goals. Why? Let me explain. Let me illustrate. Number one, a goal that came from your heart and your mind that is aligned with your dreams, that's one form of a goal. A goal that came from my heart, came from my mind, it connected and it aligned with my dreams, right? That's one form of a goal. Another form of a goal is you created it in your mind and you thought that you should want that, right? I thought that I wanted this. And this is very dangerous, this type of goal, because what happens when you achieve it, you can realize I'm not fulfilled. I hit my goal and there's no fulfillment. I still feel empty. Robin Williams, he committed suicide. He wanted to be an actor, the best comedy actor. He did it. He wanted to be a comedian, a stand-up outside of the big screen. He did it. He wanted to be a serious actor and do, a drama. He did it. He did all of these different things and he still killed himself because he was not fulfilled. So the second form of a goal is a goal that I created in my mind that I thought that I wanted. And when I achieved that goal, I realized, wow, this really, truly didn't fulfill me. I thought that it was going to fulfill me, but it didn't. So when you're writing down your goals, ask yourself, why do I want to obtain this? What is the reason why I want this goal? I want this goal because I want my 3 children to not have to struggle financially the way I struggled. That's why I want this goal, because I want to leave a legacy for my generations, because I want my children to not have to pay for college, to not have to worry about an apartment, to be able to study wherever in the world they want to go. I don't want to limit my children. That's why I want this financial goal, whatever it is for you. And the third form, there's many different forms, and I'm just giving you guys 3. The third form of a goal are goals that others created for you. You didn't create the goal for yourself. Your wife told you to do it. Your business partner told you to create it. Your friend told you to do it. Somebody else gave you a goal and you took that on as yours, but it was never really yours. I'll give you an example. My dad, I had a mental crisis at 17 where I was Baker acted and I was in the hospital for 9 days, okay? And when I got out and I was healed, I wanted to help people that have gone through mental issues, and I wanted to study psychology. Well, my dad said, no, you're not studying psychology, son. You're going to be a businessman. You're going to own our family construction business. You're going to be a millionaire. And I was at 19, but I wasn't fulfilled. And guess what? God redirected the whole path of my life, and I'm no longer in construction. But the point is that I never wanted to study business management. My dad forced that upon me. And so it was a goal that was given to me, that was imposed on me, that was not my own, because I wanted to study psychology, but I ended up graduating with my degree in management. And so when you're teaching people to write down these goals, is write down a goal that you in the moment believe is going to fulfill you based on your priorities, based on your values, based on your belief system. Write down those goals. And you're never going to really stop writing those down, because it's not like, okay, I'm 84 or I'm 43 and now I don't have any goals. No, you should always be working towards achieving something or contributing to the world in a positive manner. Martin might say, my goal is to donate $10,000 a month to this nonprofit to plant more trees in the world. Okay, well, how are we going to achieve that? How are we going to accomplish that goal? Let's break it down, right? So after we understand those forms of goals, now I want to identify my goal. So I write down 3 areas that I want to improve on in my goal. Maybe it's my physical, maybe it's my financial, maybe it's my spiritual. I'm going to write that down. I want to improve on my spiritual life. I want to improve on my financial life. And you write down what area do you want to improve on and develop that goal, right? And then ask yourself, what are the goals that are going to align me with my purpose on earth? And you audibly affirm that goal daily, early in the morning. I am a 6A in an adjunct. And you put it somewhere now where you can see it multiple times during the day. All right. And in the last 10 minutes here, I want to break something down for you guys on how, which I want you guys to tell me if you've ever seen this broken down like this. Okay. So I have a goal that I want to lose weight, right? I want to lose 10 pounds in June. So my goal is 10 pounds. Can you guys see this? So my goal is 10 pounds. And some people say don't write down dates, and I understand that. But for the sake of this exercise, we're going to say by June 30th, I want to lose 10 pounds. Okay? So I'm going to put it here, June 30th. And you can break this down financially however you want, okay? It doesn't matter. So when I first write down my goal, I write it down. I say, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds by the end of June. Or I want to make $10,000 by the end of 2021. I want to make it a month, whatever that is, right? You write it down. And then you're going to develop a challenge, establish a parameter, and live with the result. So there's 4 ways that you break down a goal. You write it down, okay? You develop a challenge, you establish the parameters, and you live with the result. That's how I've learned goals work, okay? So I want to lose 10 pounds. Fantastic, awesome. What's the challenge? So number 1, I write down my goal. Number 2 is the challenge, okay? What is the challenge? How am I going to challenge myself to lose 10 pounds in June? I'm going to challenge myself to work out 5 days a week, 30 minutes. So I'm going to write it down. 5 days per week. Fantastic. Awesome. So I wrote down my goal. Now I wrote down the challenge. I want to make $10,000 a month. My challenge is to find 3 people that I can partner with in business that can help me get to that $10,000. So what am I going to do? The challenge is going to be, I'm just giving you another example outside of this one. My challenge is going to be to meet 5 new people a day, 6 days a week. That's 30 new people a week. That'll probably help me get to 10,000 a month by the end of this year. Do you agree? Coach Gabe is on fire. Hey, let's go. I love it. Thank you, brother. So number 3, I established the parameter, right? What do you mean by parameter? Well, you got to have a boundary. You got to have a parameter. What's my parameter going to be? I'm going to work out between 5:30 and 6 a.m. every day for these 5 days. So my parameter is going to be every day, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. That is my parameter. Does this make sense? Okay. And number 4 is I am going to live. We'll put this one in red here. Now, I am going to live with the result. Because guess what? Results don't lie. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to your wife, your husband, your business partner, but results and numbers don't lie. So if I want to lose 10 pounds, right? That's my goal. I challenge myself to work out, buy new pants. For me or for you?
You'll have to buy new pants if you're going to lose 10 pounds, right? So
Oh, for
lift the
sure.
results, you're just going to have to go buy new
I
pants.
thought you saw that I was wearing white pants today. So he's like, buy new pants. Those are white pants.
Get a smaller belt and smaller pants.
You're gonna definitely need a new pant size. So the point of the goal is to write it down, put it somewhere where you can visually see it. Okay. Write down a challenge. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to work out 5 days a week. I'm going to track it if I did work out every day. All right. I'm going to track if I completed it every day. And then I'm going to establish the parameter, which is 5:30 to 6 a.m. And then I'm going to live with the results. Because if I write down the goal, I establish the challenge, I establish the parameter, I share it with somebody, because you want to share it with somebody that is either at your level or above you. What does that mean? What by above you? I mean, if I want to lose 10 pounds, well, I'm not going to go to a person that's 73 pounds obese and ask them to help me with my challenge. And I'm not judging anybody that's obese. I'm just saying you want to find somebody that's going to help you achieve your goal. If I want to learn about fasting, I know that I can call Luke and he's going to help me and coach me on fasting. You know, if I want to talk about a retirement fund, I'm going to call Mr. Boyd because he's got a nice one. If I want to talk about faith, I can call Deanna and she's going to guide me. So whenever you're establishing a goal, look for somebody that's going to help you accomplish that goal and share with them your challenge. Share with them your parameter. Share with them, this is the result that I want, and I want you, Remy, to hold me accountable. If I accomplish it or not, I'm gonna text you once a week and let you know what my progress has been like, so that you can tell me, hey, I want to close 10 sales in an Agic in June. What do I need to do? Okay, great. That's your goal? I'm going to help you break it down. It's not going to be easy, but we can accomplish it if you do this, 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 and this. And then you live with the results. Keep challenging yourself every day is the best thing to achieve your goals, and creating new ones keep you going. Absolutely. And so that is how you will get to the goal, because oftentimes people talk about goals, but they don't teach someone, how do I break down a goal so that I can accomplish it? If you break it down in this manner and you find one or two people that can coach you along the way, the likelihood of you accomplishing that goal will increase. And now once you have accomplished that goal, once you have set those priorities, once you've made the proper decisions, guess what? Your next task is to help others achieve theirs. Through what? 2 words: contribution and service. Contribution and service. It is our job now to say, I already went up that 14,000-foot mountain. I already know how to get to the top. I'm going to come back down the mountain, grab you, lock arms with you, and help you climb to the top so that we can see the view of the world from the top of the mountain. So once you've done these things, now you go into that last pillar, which is to lead others. But it starts by leading myself, establishing a vision, preparing the mission, and then I can lead others. I cannot lead others if I don't first lead myself. And ask yourself, what are the areas that I need improvement on? We speak about something that you can write down, and I'll close, which is the AI method. The A as in apple, I as in igloo method. Priorities and goals and decisions all go back to the AI method that I created, which is, what do I approve from the last week in my life, and what do I want to improve? The A is approve and the I is improve. As I look over on Sunday night at 6 p.m. this past week, what do I approve on? What are the wins that I'm going to celebrate? What am I happy with? What am I satisfied with? What can I celebrate? that I've done this past week? And what do I want to improve upon? What do I feel I could have done better? And right now, I'm going to write that down. And then next Sunday or Monday or Saturday, whatever day you pick to analyze your week, you're going to look at it and say, these are the results. This is what I approve. This is what I want to improve. And then you move forward. And it is 9:30 on the dot. So thank you for being here. I'm going to stop the recording. I hope this brought you value. The joy is in the journey.